In a small, forgotten village nestled between rolling hills and endless fields lived a boy named Arjun. His clothes were often patched and his shoes filled with holes, but his eyes sparkled with a quiet determination. Each morning, as the sun climbed above the rooftops, Arjun would set out for school. His bag slung over his narrow shoulders, his mind filled with dreams far bigger than his tiny world. Arjun's family struggled to make ends meet. His father worked long hours in the fields, while his mother took in sewing from neighbors. There were days when their simple meal was just a handful of rice and a few vegetables. Yet Arjun never complained. Instead, he saw every hardship as a challenge to overcome, every obstacle as a test of his resolve. At school, Arjun sat in the front row, listening intently to every lesson. He borrowed old, worn-out textbooks from the school library, poring over them late into the night by the dim light of a kerosene lamp. He was curious, always asking questions, always seeking to understand more. Some of his classmates teased him for his tattered clothes and his earnestness, but Arjun never let their words dampen his spirit. One day, the school announced an academic competition, a chance for students to represent their village at the district level. The prize was a scholarship, enough to pay for a year's worth of school fees and supplies. Arjun's heart raced with hope, but he knew the odds were stacked against him. He had no fancy notebooks, no private tutors. All he had was his determination. Undeterred, Arjun threw himself into preparation. He woke up before dawn to study and stayed after school to ask his teachers for extra help. He practiced solving problems, memorized facts, and rehearsed his speech in front of an old mirror. His parents watched him with pride, never letting him see the worry in their eyes. When the day of the competition arrived, Arjun stood in a crowded auditorium surrounded by students from wealthier schools. Their uniforms were crisp, their confidence unshakable. Arjun felt a flutter of nerves, but he remembered his mother's words. Never give up, no matter how hard things seem. With steady hands and a clear voice, Arjun answered each question. He explained his reasoning, shared his ideas, and never faltered, even when faced with challenges. As the judges tallied the scores, the room buzzed with anticipation. When Arjun's name was announced as the winner, he could hardly believe it. Tears filled his eyes as he accepted the scholarship, the applause ringing in his ears. Arjun's victory was more than just a personal achievement. It was a beacon of hope for his family and his village. He continued to work hard, never forgetting where he came from. Over the years, his dedication opened doors to new opportunities. He earned more scholarships, graduated with honors, and eventually returned to his village as a teacher, determined to inspire the next generation. Through every trial, every setback, Arjun held fast to his belief that persistence could overcome poverty, that hope could conquer despair. His story is a testament to the power of never giving up. No matter how humble your beginnings or how steep the climb, your dreams are always worth chasing. For in the heart of determination lies the promise of a brighter tomorrow.